Well, population, health, environment connections have really been a focus of ours here at the Woodrow Wilson Center for at least the last 15 years. And that integration has been a challenge, but one that we've tackled, and it's been terrific to have the support of USAID and our HELPS project, our Health, Environment, Livelihoods, Population and Security, really trying to understand these issues together. And if I reflect on the 15 years of those discussions, at least kind of three things come to mind as to where we are now. The first is we are finally achieving some of the long-term looks at how integration works in the field, how these projects, when combined and taking into account population, health, and environmental interventions, what kind of results we're getting. We're seeing now peer-reviewed work from long-term assessments of projects in the field, and we're seeing results that suggest that there are real merits to tackling this approach. And so that academic base that's really needed to understand what's going on is developing. We're not there yet, but it's developing. But we're also seeing that that is not a sufficient, it's a necessary avenue for understanding these links and our responses to them, but it's not sufficient. And really to be able to fully tell the story and understand what's going on in the field with the lives of these folks who are facing multiple challenges, we have to find a way to get those voices from the field into policy discussions, into academic discussions. And for us here at the Wilson Center, that's meant going to those people, those communities, and finding avenues for them to share their insights through video, through interviews, and writing about that in a short and accessible form and fashion, and really respecting the ways that they share those insights and can tell those stories, and facilitating that for them. And so whether it's the videos that we're producing with interviews directly with them or with other experts who are working with them, or the variety of short form writing that we're doing on our blog, News Security Beat and such, those are the kinds of ways that we have to stretch beyond our typical formal documentation of analysis to really understand what's going on. And then finally, I think what that conversation and going to the field has brought home for us is a final notion that it's really critical that these endeavors in population, in health, and environment be framed within the larger imperative of development and livelihoods concerns for these people. These are remote populations from urban centers and economic centers. They are by definition living on the margins. And for them, literally, survival and the livelihoods concern is day to day. And so for us, working in what we have called Pop Health and Environment, or PHE, that needs to really respect and integrate that priority and that understanding. And so it's part of how, in fact, we arrived at HELPS is the name of our project. Health, environment, livelihoods, population, and security even. And explicitly putting all those things together to fundamentally respect the fact that those sources of threat and challenge, but also opportunity in each of those realms has to be taken together and understood together and acted upon together.